Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Thompson and I'm here with another pick a card reading. These are timeless, so it doesn't matter what time you click on this video. If your energy brought you here, then there's some message in here for you. Today, what we are looking at is what is your next big adventure, all right? If you've never done this before, basically your energy brought you here and it brought you here for a reason, okay? So there's something in one of these piles that's going to resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of these piles will resonate completely. Some of these piles might not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, then choose another pile or another reading. Yeah, so let's get into it. So today's question is, what is your next big adventure? And we have pile number 1 here, number 2 here, and number 3 here. So whichever card pile you feel drawn to, what I like to do is I like to use my intuition, close my eyes, feel the one that calls out to me the most, open my eyes. Usually when you're drawn to something, it's almost like an instinctual, very, very fast thing. Sometimes you have to kind of take a moment, meditate, and tune into the energy. So depending on how you do it, it's right for you, okay? So, like I said, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Okay guys, if you chose pile number 1, here are your cards. You've got conclusions are within reach. You have what do you need to release? And you also have step out of your comfort zone. Okay? So what I can see right now is that you've been stuck in some kind of decision-making process. There's something that you want to do and you want to step into, but you did not have all the details. In fact, you were kind of just watching and waiting to see how things were going to unfold before you were going to make any steps in that direction. The thing is you've got some baggage, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, and you need to release some things. You need to do some forgiving. You need to do some letting go of. You need to do some clearing out. Even what I'm getting is even of your physical home and your spiritual home and just, your body. Maybe even do it like a detox cleanse or something like that. There's some things that you need to let go of. So, and regardless of which area you choose to let go, it's going to impact your entire situation. So even if you have something to do with a relationship or something to do with your work or anything else, if you're starting to purge and clear some of the things from your life in any other area, it's still going to have a positive impact on you for this. So you're going to want to step out of your comfort zone. All right. This is telling me that as you're doing this process of purging and letting go and forgiving and releasing and being done with things, it's going to be natural. Like your natural next step is to take that stepping out of your comfort zone, because you're going to have this freedom to just be yourself and move towards what it is you're looking for. All right, so let's get a bit more information. Look at that, answers. Okay, so I read cards left and right as well as up and down. So when you see them to the right, for me, I'm thinking about where your thoughts are. So answers. So one of the things that you're doing is you're starting to trust yourself and your inner knowing. You've been starting to ask for the answers for you to move on, and you've been starting to get the right answers. So continue doing that. Continue looking for your answers. If you cannot find answers in the moment, like tune into that quiet, higher vibration energy and ask your angels and your spirit guides or whoever you connect with as your divine higher self, and just wait for the wisdom, because you are going to be receiving divine wisdom. All right. So one of the things that might have been what you were looking at is your finances. It's really interesting when I'm doing this reading, because I actually have so many blockages. I've paused this video and stopped it and deleted some things, and I almost never do that. So I'm really thinking that you have a lot of things that they're small things, but they're getting in the way of things that you want. And I think that one of the things that you're wanting is finances, and that your finances are blocked. So, yeah. You're being guided to let go of things. Stop trying to look good or be perfect. Those things are coming in as well. And then also just look around for good things. Like instead of, again, look at your life and just see where you can declutter and where you can purge, because everything that you're doing is going to be clearing a space for good things to come in. And, good things include financial abundance as well. So as you go through your day, look around and see how you can see things that are good. I can't believe the energy I'm getting from this reading. It's like there's a lot of second guessing. Okay, so as you're sitting here and you're starting to see that conclusions are within reach, and you need to release things, there's going to be a moment where you feel like you can't do something. You're going to feel like you're still stuck. So even though you're going to be purging and stuff, you're going to be looking for answers, this stuckness is telling me to like get out of your own way and just do it anyways. Okay, so step out of your comfort zone. All right, let's see what else you got. You have longevity in reverse. I'm getting in the past that you had a difficult time with like following through on things to the end. All right, so this is something that you're actually going to be releasing as you're going through this purging process. So if you have anything that like you might have fizzled out on or you didn't have the energy to do, just recognize that's something that you are able to let go of during this process, and look for, the words that I'm getting are look for freedom within yourself, because that in itself is going to be giving you the vitality and longevity that you're looking for, so you won't have to get stuck and stop and start and stop and start and stop and start. That's the pattern that I've been getting from this this energy so far in this reading. And I hate that for the first reading too, because it's like, I don't know, you know when you want to do a good job on something and then things just, like they're stagnant or they're stuck or you fumble? This is the energy that I'm getting with your reading, is that, is that you've just got some blockages and sometimes you stop yourself from doing some of the things you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So this would be the One of Wands, all right? That's a very, very beautiful card. All right, so there's, what I'm picking up from this is that you've got a lot of inspiration. You've got a lot of determination, direction. Things are growing, but I think what's happening with this is your past-based thoughts. Like, you're in the moment right now, but you're thinking about the past and how you were able to make things grow. You're also thinking about how things turned out when they grew, because sometimes you would start into projects and you would want to get things done and they wouldn't turn out the way that you wanted to, even though they turned out well. It wasn't what you were aiming to achieve, right? So what I'm getting is that you have been successful in the past, and still there's something that you feel like you regret or you missed out on, like you wanted to be a bit more successful or you wanted things to be different. But this is letting me know that that you've been thinking about the past and how things turned out with what you've been working on. Okay, and then the Eight of Wands. All right, so this is really, really cool. Okay, so after you've got the things, like you're getting unstuck, you're getting unblocked, you're starting to see what answers are needed, stepping out of your comfort zone, and then you also, there's going to be a change, like a sudden movement. Things are going to start to shift. If you've been stopped, you're not going to be stopped anymore. You're actually going to be opening your mouth and expressing and moving forward. Like, it's a sudden change, and it looks to me like it's a very optimistic thing. All right, so that's really cool. And then the Knight of Swords. Actually, I'm going to move this one over so you can see them both. All right. So one of the things is, as you're moving forward, you're going to be very, very determined, very forceful. It's kind of neat is I got like determination from both of these things. It's like, this is, you've made a decision, you're moving forward on it. There's nothing that can stop you. You're even willing to, like, this guy is swallowing a sword. I don't know if you can see the imagery on this. But it's like, you're even willing to do, the words parlor tricks are coming to me, and I don't mean that necessarily in a literal sense, but you're willing to entertain and appease people, or do whatever it is you have to do to be able to pull this thing together. It's like you are moving forward and you're going to make it happen. All right. Next card is, in my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. So you're already starting to look to the future about what, oh my goodness, I read that in the wrong order. I like to do things in just the right order. Actually, you know what? Because I read it in the wrong order, it was probably done like that on purpose. I'm gonna put it in there. All right, so one of the things is you're also gonna be looking forward to the good things that are coming. Like, you know, from having this new sudden change and positive attitude, and you're gonna be like actually chasing your dream, you're actually living in the thoughts of how wonderful these things are gonna be. You're stepping into this this new vibrational energy that things are going to be okay and you don't need to worry about stuff. In fact, like, you know that you've got a lot of people helping you, and things are coming about, right? The Father of Swords. Okay. One of the best things about you when you're going through in this journey, your next big adventure, is that you're very fair and analytical. So there are a lot of people that are helping you on your journey to success, and you're always looking to benefit other people as well. Okay. You're always looking for how to give back. You're a very kind and considerate and generous person. Yeah, this is going to play very, very well for you in your efforts for what you're doing. I'm getting that it's a business project or business venture, something that can bring in abundance. But I'm getting also that it's not just any business. Like, you actually took some time and tuned in with your higher self to receive answers. And because you continually look to your higher self, you're going to be very successful with this. Okay. And I mean, look how beautiful and colorful that is. It's like the wisdom that you hold and the color of your vision. It's very inspiring for people, and people want to work with you because you're very fair with them. All right. Okay. So, you might feel that it's a bit of a balancing act in the beginning. Okay. You might feel like, things aren't changing the way you want them to. Just know that this is a cycle. It's a process, not a cycle. Okay. It is a cycle and a process. All right. The cycle is that it's going to, you're going to have that stagnant energy that's a little bit of your past habits and your past thinking and stuff. You're going to have that come in a little bit, but it's part of the process of learning and growing. So don't allow yourself to get too stopped with that. Just recognize it's part of the change. The change is actually going to be very, very good. And it's up to you to keep moving on, and just know that things are going to get out of balance sometimes, and that's totally okay. All right. And things will get out of balance. I'm getting that if you're not allowing yourself to just be okay with things being out of balance, you're going to get really frustrated. But also, if you just go with the flow and roll with the punches, things are going to be able to grow easily by leaps and bounds, and you're going to continually go and seek answers for that. Okay. It's so funny. I was just talking about things getting stuck, and we've got flow in reverse, right? So, yeah, it's another card saying that I'm getting that right now in this very moment, you have been stopped on some things. And when you're stepping forward, you need to trust the flow. Like, you need to recognize that you are a natural creature, a natural being, and every single thing, the oceans, the plants, the animals, everything has seasons and times. And this is something you're going to want to actually teach to your team as well, because as you grow together, like, look at all the growth and everything on this card, and it's a lot of flowers and very green energy, and a lot of light coming from the heart chakra. Okay, so as you are putting yourself out there, come from your heart, allow things to flow through you, but teach people that you have cycles and you have a natural rhythm and flow. Because if you don't tell people about how you operate, it's actually going to cause like a bit of stagnation within your team. But if you let everybody know that you're going to be open to them, and you're going to learn their methods and their techniques and their flow, and they're going to use yours, or they're going to learn yours, and over time it will be able to become a project or a business that actually flows really, really well together. So it's not like this happens overnight thing. This is like you've got your vision, you've got your wisdom, you're moving forward. You're going to get stuck in some old energy. You might even get frustrated with yourself, and then you're going to also see that the solution to that is really to allow yourself to be in flow with yourself. Like, keep moving forward, step out of your comfort zone, because you're going to have moments where you get stuck. But just, trust that you have the answers. Like, you definitely have the answers. All right, what's next? Okay, we're going to put these here. Ambition. All right, so as you do that, you're going to have no problem with ambition. In fact, like, once you tune into your own energetic flow, and every time you tune into your own energetic flow, you're going to just pick up with your ambition again. So if it feels like your ambition ever gets stuck, it's not stuck. It's just like you need to get back into that rhythm. All right. And like, you're definitely look how determined this person is. I don't know if you can see this in the cards, but there's a very solid, focused determination, and also like a lot of gold, like the wings, everything. It's like you, with this focus and determination, you can fly, like, literally. You've had 3 cards about determination so far. All right. And And communion, again, oh my goodness, these cards are all like aligning. So communion is aligning with yourself. So you are going to be aligning with your own inner light, and it's going to be radiating from within you. Like, it's going to be, you're going to be picking up the answers from the divine, tuning into your crown chakra. You're going to be projecting things from all of you, actually. It's going to be like radiating from everywhere. It's a beautiful energy. And I mean, it's just a lovely aura to be around. People are actually very, very, very inspired by how you run your new project and your new business. All right. Next one is, I can transform my own world. So there was a time that you didn't really think that you could transform your own world. And as you're doing this, you're actually starting to look back at the past and recognize that this is something that you did yourself, right? Even though there were others that helped you along the journey, this is something that you created this. You made this, like, this was your thought baby. This was your like vision, and it's taking on a life of its own. And you can look back at your past and go, wow, I can't believe I stopped myself for so long, because you're free of that energy. Like, you can let go of that. All right. And then last card is the law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. So this is you looking forward. All right. So as you're going, you're still being aware of the fact that whatever you're putting out there can multiply by the energy you're putting into it. I'm going to read this for you. Okay. So the realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you've identified that, the faster you're able to turn your attention in the direction of a solution, the better. Because the continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution. And all thoughts or vibrations are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. So yeah, continually seek your answers from your higher self, and like see how she's even listening. So the good thoughts are going in, and you can be like allowing the good in, or you could be like, you could be letting go of the negative stuff, or you could be like, just like, you could be adding to that. So just be very conscious, and your answers are all within you. Like, you've got a very good spiritual team. You've got a very good intuition. So trust your intuition and seek answers. All right, so that is it for you, pile one. Congratulations on your new venture. And if you want to check out my artwork, this is some of my artwork, or any of my merchandise. I've got clothing, I've got different programs and books and products and all kinds of cool things I've created. Feel free. The website's down below. It's amythompson.ca. And also, if you liked this video, please comment, like, or subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. And I very, very much appreciate you being here. Okay, pile number 2. Welcome. Let's tune in and see what you've got for your cards. The question is, what is your next big adventure? You've got shortages of time or money are perpetual. My financial success does not require hard work. Okay, so here's the thing. I read cards left and right as well. So if you see some things going to the left, it's because this is where your thoughts are looking. If you see things to the right, it's also where your thoughts are looking. So it's like one would be past, one would be future. Sometimes it's like letting go of something, and other times it's stepping into it. Wow, you got a lot of these cards. All right, I hope that you can see everything on the screen. So I can tell you what you got, okay? You got shortages of time or money are perceptual. That's great, because I read it the first time and said perpetual, and I thought, wow, that's interesting. So anyways, and there's a reason that I read it that way, so I'm going to tell you that in a minute. My financial success does not require hard work. To the right, you got this same thing twice. I have never seen that in a reading. So you got my financial success does not require hard work. Achieving success is my natural birthright, to the right, and I want to harmonize with what I believe is good, to the right. Okay, so right away, this is what I sense from you. It's that in the past, you had like a sense of perpetual shortage of time or money. It was like, it didn't seem like you could get out of it. you were stuck in it, and you know, you'd do good in one area and then another area would like fall down, and it was like this constant like rat race or battle. It was a challenge for you to be able to move forward. So in the past, you had this like almost like judgment for other people about like, why is it that they can have something and it's not so hard for them, like they have abundance and it just doesn't seem so hard, but for me it is. So you're looking into the past and recognizing that there are some people that have success without hard work, right? So like you learned that a long time ago and you were stuck in like this cycle of like, I don't know why. But where your energy is right now is like a past and a future. You're going both like past and future, but you're also going like thinking more of the future. Okay, so now that you understand that you don't have to do things as hard as you've been doing, you're now looking to the future to see how. All right. So first is like, you recognize that this is all like a concept. It's like a perception. So first you were stuck in like this perpetualness, and then you realize that it's like a perception. Okay, so if I have the perception that it's going to be hard work, then I'm going to be working hard, right? So this is what you're looking at. You're looking at, dang, I worked really hard in the past and I didn't have all the time or the money that I really wanted to. All right, so you're at the point where you're turning that and you're looking to the future and going, since it didn't work in the past, what is it that requires my attention so that I don't have to work hard? What is it that I can do, or what is it I can think? You're starting to tune into your thoughts a lot more and trying to project them into a positive financial outcome, right? So this is really, really cool. Additionally, you're starting to get your value. When I say your value, it's like you're owning the fact that you came here and all of the abundance in the world is for you, right? It's like there's no actual shortage of time or money. Contrary to what people believe, people are taught to believe that, you know, if somebody has something, it takes away from somebody else and there's not enough to go around. And there's a lot of like this lack mentality, but you're actually realizing that success is your natural birthright. Financial abundance is your natural birthright. There's nothing wrong with any of this, and you're looking for opportunities to work less and achieve more, okay? And also, you want to harmonize with what you believe is good. Okay, so I'm getting from this is like you're looking for a relationship, and it could be like you're in a relationship, but if you're not in a relationship, it's like you're looking for that kind of like synergistic connectedness. If you are in a relationship, it's that you want to pull your partner closer and really like extend your heart space and really like absorb somebody else's energy and just really like love them and have them love you and have it be reciprocated. Okay, so you're looking to the future with like real positivity for your finances, for your success, for your time, and for your relationships. So you've got a really, really like good outlook right now for where things are. Okay, let's see what's coming up. You have the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is saying completion and celebration. All right, that's pretty awesome. She's a very well-dressed woman inside her flower stand by the looks of it. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. And you've also got the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so okay, I said see what's coming up. At first I was looking at this as like a present thing, but again, when I say something, I think that it's channeled, because most of this is channeling. So, you know, you've got completion and celebration, but then you also have this card that says that you're going to start to lose a little bit of the vision or the passion that you're like you wanting, or you want to make adjustments to the vision or passion that you have. Regardless, you've achieved your finances and you've achieved your success. You're really like starting to get into that, and you have reasons to celebrate in pretty much whatever you're doing. But then it's like, now what? It's like, I've got all these wonderful things, now what? And you want to be creating something new from what I'm getting. All right, cool. So Page of Pentacles to the right. All right, so responsible, kind, supportive. So you're thinking about like you've achieved this level of success, and now you're thinking about what is it that I can do that's going to be really nice and supportive. How can I make a bigger impact or a better difference for people? You're not in a space where you're like worried about money or success or anything anymore. Really, it's like you're stepping into your passion and your purpose. Okay, so this is more of like moving forward in a I'm going to be of service kind of way. Oh, and look at this. Your commitment is being tested. So when you go through this this period of stepping into your purpose more, you're going to have some obstacles that come in the way, and just know that this is actually like a divine plan to have you be tested to see how much your commitment is to your higher purpose. Because you've achieved some level of success and you really could just sit there if you wanted to, but you're not really fulfilled. Like you want to create a new vision and move forward into it. So this is really, really good. Yeah, so don't read too much into how your commitment is being tested. Like as it's being tested, you're going to recognize that there's a light side and a dark side. And so your job is to be able to stay on the light side and just recognize that it's going to be illuminating everything else. And I'm not saying to bury or suppress like the shadow aspects or anything that's negative from it. I'm just suggesting that you look at it and recognize that you have the ability to come out on top, and you can choose which side you want to pay attention to. All right. All right. So this energy of your commitment being tested is actually going to stop you for a little while temporarily, where you would normally like move ahead because you've achieved some confidence and you're like you have no problem stepping forward with things. In this regard, you don't necessarily want to take a move. Like you don't want to. I'm just going to, like you're a little concerned if you move on this before you have a solid answer, then you're going to screw something up. So this is telling me it's actually best to wait while you go through this commitment time and actually tune into your higher vibrational energy to be able to see what is coming up for you. Okay. Check in, ask for answers, see what inspires you. I mean, I'm really getting like your light is going to be the things that inspire you. So as your commitment is being tested, you may feel like you get stuck in the energy of having to do everything again, and you're going to possibly even go back to this like this time when you've like in your mind, actually mentally, you're going to start to feel like there's not enough time or not enough energy or not enough something like. You'll go into a temporary period of lack mentality again. And so when you're doing that, instead of like moving on something and working harder than you need to or getting frustrated with things, tune into your higher vibrational energy and ask for answers. Okay? And then the cool thing is you understand how energy works and you understand that your thoughts create your world. And so when you're going through this, I can see that you're going to be really frustrated with yourself. Okay? And just know that looking back to what did or didn't work isn't actually going to help you anywhere. There's a, hey, I got this lesson. You can take a lesson learned, right? In which case that would help you. But then there's also like, if you look back and you just have like feelings attached to it and it just doesn't serve you, it doesn't feel as good. It puts you into a lower vibrational state and you just don't feel as good. Don't beat up on yourself for that. Just allow yourself to forgive yourself. Say, I forgive myself and I feel good again. That's your affirmation. I forgive myself and I feel good again. Okay, yeah, and you know what? When you're going through this process, you're actually going to be looking back to when, hey, I have really good intuition. In the beginning of your cards, it said that your intuition was really, really good at this point, and you're really recognizing that you want to tune in with your desire, and you want to, like, with everything that's good, things are moving really well for you, and then you hit this roadblock, and it's like, can I really trust my intuition? And yes, you can, and you need to tune into your higher self, and you need to forgive yourself for anything that did not go right. All right. Okay. And again, looking back at the past, this is where you actually get to put the past in the past. All right. So after this energy of like contemplation and stuckness, you're going to realize that the past is actually blinding you from your future. Sometimes your future can be so bright that it's blinding, and other times you can be looking in the rearview mirror and not seeing what's in front of you. So you're actually like blinded by the past, and this right here is you're recognizing that and you're allowing yourself to let go. So this is really great. Yep, you've gained the knowledge and the inner wisdom, and you have a few owls in your reading. I don't know how many there were, but if you know anything about animal spirit guides, you should look that up, okay? I know owls are very spiritual creatures, and there's a lot of wisdom to be had from them, like a lot of mystical things as well. So look into owls and see what messages there are for you. All right, you're going to be vibrating at such a high frequency after you have this revelation from putting the past in the past. All right, and not only that, your connection with the divine is going to pick right back up again. Your intuition is going to be very solid and very key, and you'll have the knowledge and the power to move forward. Okay. I'm getting that you're going to be moving forward into like a creative artistic pursuit. Yeah. And strangely, I'm getting all kinds of different things. So not just musical and artistic or dance. I'm getting like sports or basketball or something like that. Like, you're going to be doing a lot more of the passion hobbies and things that you have. And, you're not going to be so attached to the outcome of things, because you're recognizing that what you wanted to create in the very beginning was not to have to work hard and not to have to do these things. And this is you having that inner knowing and knowledge that you can actually step in and play. So whatever creative pursuit you are drawn into, you're gonna be going into that. And yeah, you may even be drawing. You'd be drawn into. Yeah, so recognize that you're going to be really, really tuned in, and things are going to happen. Oh, reverence. People are going to start to look to you and be like, wow, how does he or she do it? Like, how do they do that? I want to live like that. I want to be able to have the time and the money and the energy and the vitality, and I want to have all of those things. And you're going to make everything look so easy. And it's going to be just like back when you were looking and observing the other people. Other people are going to be observing you in this light. And you're going to be sitting there going, I know, but this is a lesson you have to learn. So you may start to want to show people. You may step into like teaching people how they don't have to work so hard, or how they can enjoy success and time and money and play and all that stuff. But I'm getting that you're really just going to be leading by example. All right, so you're just going to be enjoying yourself, and yeah, your next big adventure is to enjoy yourself. This is so good. All right. So then you have the 8 of Wands. All right. So that is a sudden change or movement. All right. Yeah. And this is actually a good change this time. Okay. You're looking forward to when your next big adventure is. Sometimes a sudden change can be like something that's like catastrophic or something like that. But this is actually you recognizing that you had such a powerful shift before, and now you're recognizing that you're going to be having another powerful shift again, and you're curious about what your next big adventure is. And I'm also getting that it's going to be travel. So right now I'm filming in the middle of COVID, and these are timeless readings, so that may be a thing of the past by then. But I'm getting that you're going to be like pretty much living footloose and fancy free, and you're going to be picking up on some travel after. All right. Oh, wow. And then the other thing is, this is your last card, and it's got to do with like a vision, but it's like, so it's the 3 of Wands, all right? And it's in reverse. So when you get to this point, you're going to be doing things, but then you're also going to get to a point where you're like, now what? And you're going to have to create your vision all over again, because you've achieved a lot of the things that you're looking for. So you've got a beautiful vision. This is like a transformational process, journey, very explorative, very creative. And you're going to have a few times where you're like, now what? Now what? Now what? And the end of your reading is that you have you've achieved some level of success, and you have the time and energy to do things and the money to do things. But now you want to do something more important. All right. So this is you. After you've done a lot of these things for yourself, you're going to be trying to figure out where your next like level of elevation is. You're going to have to create a whole new vision for your physical, spiritual, and mental growth. Okay, so that's really cool. And that is your next big adventure. I hope you liked that reading, pile number 2. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Also, if you want to check out any of my artwork or any of my clothing or music, books, all kinds of other things that I've got, you can visit my website. Links are down below. And also, I might be starting a Patreon soon, so you might want to check into that too. When it is up and running, you can look into that as well, because there's going to be some cool, cool things on there. All right, thank you, and I will see you soon. Okay, pile number 3. Welcome group number 3. Right now we are looking at what is your next big adventure. So let's see what we've got. We have the Tower in, like, the tower to the right. Okay, I read cards left and right, and it might be weird, but that's how I do. I also read up and down, so. Wow, this is actually pretty interesting. You've got the 7 of Cups to the left, and you have the 3 of Swords to the right. Okay, so right away, I'm picking up that your next big adventure has a little bit of a disruptive start, all right? So you may be in this right now. You may be coming up to it, or you may have just experienced it. But, so the Tower moment is, it's essentially like an unexpected upheaval. Something like totally shifts your solid foundation. You're not expecting it. So when I read cards to the right, it's like what you're looking towards, okay? It's like your thoughts are thinking about something. So you may be in this moment right now expecting that something's going to go wrong, expecting that the shoe's going to drop or something's going to fall apart. You're looking at where, like, the 3 of Swords is also like a card of like heartbreak and turmoil. So you could be looking at like possibly, well, I'm just going to tell you what this is. Like the 7 of Cups is actually looking back, or this is to the left. So it's like you're seeing in your past you were like deceived, or you fell for some illusions. Things didn't look the way that they appeared. So you're actually in your thoughts right now. You're looking towards what could go wrong and where you could be disappointed and have your heart broken and have like turmoil. You may be, like I said, in this state right now, or this is just like an energy that I'm picking up from this, okay? Let's see what else there is for you. And remember, even though these things come up in a reading, it doesn't mean these things last long or forever. Okay, Earth. So I'm getting that you are not fully stable in your life in the way that you want things to be, all right? So, wow, this is not for everybody. A lot of the things that I'm going to be channeling are not from everybody. This is a general reading. So some things are going to apply for some people and some things are not, but take what resonates and leave the rest. So you or somebody very close to you may be experiencing a pregnancy and you're feeling like it's a little concerning for you. You don't have all the things together. By pregnancy, it could also mean that like you're putting something out into the world. Like you could be creating something. It could be a business venture. It could be like anything, but you're basically like stepping into something that you've never done before, and it's really, really big, and you're a little fearful, and you're looking to the past. Your thoughts are focused on how this didn't necessarily work. Like somebody might have left you or lied to you, deceived you. Things fell apart. So you're looking to the past and you're starting to project these thoughts in your future. Like you just don't feel grounded at this point. You feel like things are really chaotic in your mind, and that's totally okay. What's really cool is you've got the sun, right? And not only do you have the sun, but this other one on the other side of the illusion and deception is like, it's the brightness. So I'm getting who you are on the inside is really like a bright barrel of laughs are the words that are coming, but not in a bad way. It's like you're very bright and you bring joy to people's worlds. And I mean, you may do that regularly anyways. Like people may not know that all this stuff is going on within you, but you on the outside, you appear calm, cool, collected. People really enjoy your company, and you, I'm getting that sometimes you can see that for yourself, right? But other times, like you're stuck in this energy. So I think that when you get yourself solid and grounded, you're naturally gonna like just be the sun. My daughter has an expression, and she says, when you can't find the sun, be the sun. So, and what I'm getting is allow others to be the sun for you. All right. So the sun is like vitality and enlightenment. All right. So at the core of your essence, you have everything. Like you actually know you have everything, and you're letting some events from the past and some fear for the future get in the way of that. All right. Let's see what else is coming. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is starting to get good. So radical acceptance. So very soon you're going to be coming into a point where you're just going to accept things as they are. That's not a bad thing, okay? It's like there's a feeling of surrender, but when you surrender and let go of things and just allow things to be as they are, you start to see beauty and magic in things. So you're going to be actually surrendering to your own light, to the fact that you are a shooting star. You are somebody who's bright and beautiful and bold, and yeah, you're surrendering to, yeah, okay, these things are a possibility, and my thoughts have been a little wonky, and things might not be as stable or as solid as I want, but you're surrendering to this energy going, I know that my higher self and who I really am is going to bring me through all of this, and you're really, really powerful. In fact, you're recognizing that the love light that is inside you is more powerful and focused than anything else. It's like joy is the essence of who you are. And once you discover that, your confidence is going to be very, very key. All right. And it's going to be like a perpetual thing. It's going to be continuing on. Let's see what else is coming up. So we are done with these negative energies. Okay. Because you are looking to the past when you were, okay. So like I said, when I read the cards in the past and future. So when you're looking to the past, you're still looking at like, well, I created my life and I really liked it before. So there's this feeling of like, I can do it again, right? And this one says, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. So perhaps you had a career, or you had a job, or you had things that were really, really good for you and you really liked. And right now, maybe it's that you don't. Maybe things are a little up in the air right now. But you're looking to the past and going, wow, I had that, and things were blossoming and things were blooming and they were very easy. But you're recognizing that it was actually your attention to your thoughts, like the things that you were thinking about, that caused this whole thing in the beginning, right? So you're looking towards the future with like a very, very open mind, and recognizing that it doesn't matter if you're thinking like good or bad or whatever. It's how you feel about things. And your thoughts and your words and your actions and everything, they all come together. So you're starting to want to place your attention to the essence of what it is that you want. By essence, I mean like the feeling, like the knowing, the vibration, the energy around it, okay? So yeah, you're recognizing that your attention invites the essence. So start to pay attention to the essence of things that you want, and that's going to be helping you in your future as well. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, comfort. Again, you're looking to the past for when you were like you were a lot more comfortable. So this is asking you to recognize that you are understood. If people in your life are not understanding you, or you're feeling like you're not understood and you're a little bit different, first off, you are a little bit different. This is where radical acceptance comes in. This is who you are. Not everybody is able to handle your light all the time, okay? And so sometimes people like will bring their darkness to you, because it's like when somebody walks into your room and you're sleeping and they turn on the light and you're like, ah. Well, it's like sometimes there's that kind of reaction. But what's really great about this is that you're recognizing like this is the bright, beautiful power that you have. And this story about my angel understands me. This is a kid's deck, which I really love. Okay, but this story about like nobody understands you, that's a thing of the past. And you're looking back to the past and going, oh, I'm so glad I'm out of that energy. I'm so glad that it's okay that people don't understand me all the time. It's okay that I can be myself. And so these real dark moments that you had in the beginning of this reading, they're actually going to be like fizzling out. Like, I'm getting the word dissipating, spreading, but not spreading as in like growing. It's actually going to be like fizzling and feathering out. Okay, so whenever you feel like nobody understands you, stand in your power and like just know nobody understands you. Like, not on the same level that you might have wanted them to before. It's like you are understood by the higher, like the higher being within yourself and within others. Like, people understand you on a very, very deep level, but sometimes they don't understand you on like a regular, normal, interactive life level. And that's totally okay, right? Because this is one of your special gifts. I'm getting that your next big adventure is actually stepping into your special gifts, okay? And that it's actually a blessing that people don't always understand you, because you are using the things from this past feeling to be able to help people who go through the same thing. Like, you're going to be called to do something that's going to help other people who feel like they're misfits, or feel like they don't fit in, or feel like they're not stable, or they have issues with things. Like, you're gonna be able to like use your own personal light and magic to massively transform like people's worlds, and it's a really beautiful thing. Okay, again, this is when you look to the back. You actually used to feel that that you needed help a lot. Like, I'm getting that you used to feel like you couldn't do it. You know, that you might be stuck, or you weren't good enough, or any of that. Like, I'm really getting a solid vibe that is all in the past, and that it might still come up in your thoughts, right? Like, you need help. What's wrong with you? Why is it these people can do that and I can't, and all that stuff? This negative self-talk that you have, it's not doing you good. At the same time, I can see from this that you're stepping into your light. Okay, so you will have some back and forth thoughts. Okay, you're going to look to the past and you're going to be like, yeah, that was me. That was the weak me that needed that. But that was my growth stage. That was me learning. That was me learning to trust who I was. That was me learning to trust that I'm not alone in this world, and that I have guides, and I have friends, and I have mentors, and I have all of these things, these signs, and these synchronicities. And you're starting to really like look at where you can own up to it. Like, you're starting to stand in your own power and focus your attention on the things that you want. So instead of looking at like, oh, I need help, woe is me, you're actually trusting your own inner power. And when you need help, you're actually able to like tune into your inner knowing and your spirit guides, or your higher power, your friends and family. Sometimes your friends and family are not fully understanding, right? Like, you're possibly going to go through that again, where you're like, okay, nobody understands me. Well, get out a journal, start writing some things. Just tune in with that quiet inner voice, start meditating. The answers for you are going to be there, and everything's going to be coming. So if you're believing with full belief that the answers are going to start flowing to you for what you need to do, and the right steps are going to fall into place, you will actually be attracting all of the right steps. Okay? And if you happen to falter, or you don't get the message right, or you interpret something wrong, or if you go back into old stories, that's okay, because you're going to be going through this faster and faster each time. So it's like you'll be able to pick up in a good space again, even if you falter. Okay? All right. Instinct. Wow, this is so good. All right, so one of the things to help you get solid on your feet and have all this wonderful thing like start to come along and manifest is that you're looking to, you're developing yourself, and you're learning to trust your instincts. So your instincts are going to be getting better and better the more that you use them, the more that you tune into that energy. So it may be that it takes you a while to get the right answer for yourself now, because you have in the past doubted it and you've second guessed and all of that. But again, this is something that you're going to be like tapping into and turning on more, and the more you do it, the faster your answers come to you, right? So you're really going to be, you're actually elevating your level of consciousness very well, and very quickly. Love. All right, so we got love in reverse. I'm getting that some of this process you are not going to love. Okay, I'm getting that you're going to see some of this as work. You're going to wish things were easier. But I'm also getting that you're going to see the value of the work that you put into yourself, and learning to be yourself, the sun, and trust who you are with the radical acceptance. You got 51 and 15, right? So it's 5-1 and 1-5. You got 6 both here. Okay, and then you've got 32 and 23, so you got 5 and 5. All right, so yeah, like, I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was really cool. So I know 5 is about change, and 6, I'm not 100%. I think it's like family or something, but I've got to learn my numbers a bit better with this. So anyways, yeah, you're not necessarily going to love every step of this, but you're going to see how important it is for you to make the change. All right, so you're going to be doing that, and you're going to be looking, you might even have situations in your life that are mirroring the things that you're going through. So you might start to notice that other people are going through the same things. You might, oh no, not might, you are going to notice that when you're called towards a certain group of people, it's because that's where your energy is. You're going to get very, very clear on, is this where I want to be with this group? Is this, you know, like, you're going to start to get very, very clear on where you want to be energetically. And as much as there's like a little bit of a learning curve for you, you're going to start to build this instinct where you can naturally just go towards the things that you are being called to and that feel right and good for you. Okay, so I'm getting that you are somebody that gave a lot, all right? And I think that's one of the things, is that you wanted to make such a difference for people, and that you were really called to give it your all. And I think sometimes it was like a self-sacrificing kind of thing. So in which case you would try to make a difference for people. Sometimes things would blow up in your face and you were like, why? What's wrong with me? But like I said about the light, when somebody turns on the light when you're sleeping, it's like your light was blinding in that moment to those people, right? They might not have been ready to see your light. This is telling me that it is your time to receive rather than give. And by allowing yourself to receive the love, receive the gifts, learn to trust your instinct, receive the fact that you are who you are and you are perfect and whole and complete and divine exactly as you are, you're going to start to allow people to give to you. And this is going to be a very, very healing thing for you. So okay, so you're going to realize that as you allow people to give things to you, not just things, it's like energy. People are going to be loving you and supporting you, and you're going to allow their contributions. You're going to heal very, very quickly, and you're going to be able to step into your sun power even more. But the cool thing is you're going to be a lot clearer on who you're supposed to be helping and when you're supposed to be helping them, so you don't waste your energy and you don't have all those upheavals and all those challenges in your life. You're going to actually start to be able to ground yourself because you're in the right place with the right people, doing the right things, trusting your instincts. Everything's going to start to come together, and it's going to be a feeling of like security and comfort that you may have never felt before, and it's really, really good. This is telling me to work through your fears. When I pulled that card, I have goosebumps over my entire body, because I know, like I said, you're not going to love everything in here, but you are so worth it. So worth it. So when these old energies come up, just recognize it's pattern energy. Be like, I've been here before. I recognize this energy. Bless that energy and let it go. Don't let it sting you. All right? Because you can light up anything and anywhere. Like, you have so much power and potential within you. Like, I'm picking up like you are like this beaming ray of sunshine. And that's like who you are. You're like an honest to God gift to this planet. Like, really. It's a really powerful thing that you have going on. And so work through your fears, because when you get through this, it's like you're going to recognize your own value and your own power. And you're not going to be shaken easily anymore. You're not going to have things fall apart as easily. If they ever do fall apart, you're going to be like, all right, so that didn't work. Let's go. And you're going to be on to something else that's going to be like perfect and just right for you. Like if anything falls apart, it's like you're going to know very quickly the reasoning behind it, but you're going to trust your instinct and know what to do, right? More goosebumps. Expect powerful change. All right, so this is the eclipse and all this brightness behind here, that is you, and you are coming out shining as who you are and not trying to fit in with all these other people or light up people who don't want you at the time because they're just not ready. They want to loom and gloom in their darkness. All right. So trust that as you're doing this and you're coming around, the people who are in the darkness are going to be catching a little bit of your light, but it's not going to be so blinding for them. So you're going to be like, by living in your own power, you're going to be helping people all over anyways. So don't focus on helping everybody. Focus on helping the people you feel most called and drawn to, because they're the ones who are going to be receptive. All right. And then it's time to take action. This is in reverse. And what that's telling me is it's actually, instead of time to take action at this moment, it is time for you to contemplate and get to like just be with the fact that you are a bright, shining star. Allow it to sink in. Allow who you are to the fullest extent to sink in and get how flippin' beautiful you are. Like, really. I don't even think that you realize how physically beautiful you are, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Like, I think that you have some kind of like self-doubts and things. And you are a freaking like goddess, goddess. Like, it doesn't matter what gender you are. You're a rock star. You're just so incredible. And so I'm getting from this reading that your next big adventure is tuning into who you really are, like really are, and accepting yourself and going into the right direction for where you need to be called to. So that's all I have for you. Pile 3. I hope you liked it. I'm so impressed with who you are. I just think, you know, I want to meet you. It just seems like you're such a magnetic, wonderful person, and like we could serve the world together. Like, I just get this amazing vibe from your energy, and it's just great. If you want to check out any of my artwork or any things in my store, I have a lot of things. I'm uploading, not uploading, but I'm adding things to my store all the time. I've got like music and art and clothing and, you know, mugs and all kinds of cool things. And I've got programs and books I've written. Like I said, not everything's up there yet, but yeah, if you want to check out. And if you liked this video, please like it, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. It helps me and it helps the channel a lot. Okay, so my website is down below, and I'm looking forward to serving you again. Take care.